Hello and welcome to Next Day Solar. In this video we're going to show you how to construct the solar powered race car. Now solar energy is this free lovely resource from the sun. There's plenty of it to go around, and this small model here shows you how perhaps in the future there will be cars powered by solar light. Now I'll just show you how when shining a light onto the car's solar panel the wheels start to spin. And on a nice bright summer's day you better pop that outside on a smooth and flat surface and the car will happily run all over the surface. Now there are lots of small bits in this kit, so you need to make sure that if you're doing it with a young child, they are definitely supervised. There's some small screws, and the car is one of the more challenging kits, definitely. And if you've got any small pieces, just take a very small flat screwdriver and they'll just pop out nice and easily like so. So we're going to start building the kit. We've got the side of the car and it's the one with the two holes in, and we're going to pop the electrical motor through it like so, and it will be fixed in place. And then we're going to take our two screws. Now you will need a very, very fine, flat screwdriver. And what you're checking to do is you want to line up with the motor, and as you twist that round, you'll see that's in place. There we go. And just tighten your screws. Doesn't need a lot of pressure. Okay, so I'm going to tighten my second screw. Great. Now we're going to start with our gear. You want to take these two small plastic pieces, just take your small gear and pop it onto the cog. Okay, then you're going to take this, take your motor and your motor point sticking outwards and place it down onto the cog. So you'll end up with your cog on the outside of the vehicle spinning freely. Okay, now with my motor like that, I'm going to apply some glue because we're about to start building the car. So take some of the glue, and again, if you're using it at home, you can use PVA glue, a little bit of wood glue. So you're just going to apply glue in 6 places there. I'm going to pop the spacers into the car, and there's 3 spacers that you're looking for, and this starts to create the body of the car. Great, now you've done that, we'll start to apply the other side of the car. You want to place the glue on the inside because it's going to be going down on the car just like that. Great, okay, so I've applied my glue, and now I'm going to pop this onto the car. So I'll work from the backwards, and just take your 2 fingers and just squeeze it together like that. Okay, now we're going to secure the motor in place. In order to do that, we need these small pieces. We're going to apply some glue to the motor body. Great, so we've got our car, we've got our motor, which is nice secured in place, and we've got our positive and negative cables coming out. So we're ready to move on to the next step. So we're just going to apply some glue in the 3 little positions here. So we'll just take our piece here and just pop it on there, and that's where our solar panel is going to sit. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our cables, our positive and our negative, and there are small little runs for the cable, so I'll just use them, and I'll take my positive cable and just slide it through. Little helping hand here. Fantastic. Now at this point some of you might realise that your negative cable doesn't stretch as far. Now don't worry about that, and I've done that mistake deliberately on purpose to show you. So what you can do, because we want our negative cable to reach much like our positive, but it's a little bit short to do that. So you can take your 2 screws here, so just remove them, and then you can rotate your motor. Now the cables are there and we want them there, so we just rotate the motor ever so slightly until we've got the cables in a position where we need. So once you've got your cables through there, just poke them through the larger of the 2 holes, and that will become apparent in a moment. So coming through the larger of the hole with the keyhole on it like that, and same for the positive wire as well. So you take the wire, just pop it through that larger hole. And now I've done that, I'm going to re-screw my motor in place to make sure that's all nice and tight. So I'll just pop my 2 screws in there. Fantastic. The next step is to create the base for the solar panel to sit on. So we're going to be applying some T-bolts. So we'll just apply a little bit of glue there, and then we'll take these very, very small little T's that are very, very fine and just pop them into position. So just gently rock them into place. Great. We'll take our second T and I'll just place that into position as well. Now we're going to put the second piece on. So we're going to just pop some glue either side, these points here. We're going to take our cables. Great, forward and back, just ease it on. Next we're going to fit the solar panel. Now one of the great things about this solar panel, it's got push fittings. So what you can do is you can simply push down, insert the cable and release, and it will grip it for you. So just take your wire and pop it through the side like so. And then I'll take the negative wire and I'll do exactly the same. Now your kit will come with 2 foam pads. Just remove the sticky back and place the pads gently onto the solar panel. Now at this point here, just going to gently tuck the wires under the car, and you can from the bottom if you want, just pull them as well. and place the panel on top of the car. At this point your solar car is connected, so you do well to take a small light, run it over the panel, and you'll notice that my cog is spinning. Now, the next step is to tidy up the bottom and make sure that all the cables are nice and safe. So I'll just tuck them away nicely, and then we're going to take our bottom piece here, apply some glue here and here, and add all the points through there and firmly place this on. So I'll just go ahead and do that. These generally go in quite nicely. Next we're ready to move on to produce our gear. Take the second and final piece of plastic and pop the cog onto it like so. Okay, next we're ready to connect our gear. So I'll just slide that on. Take my sizing piece and just slide that, or you can just place it on a table and firmly push down through the gear. So you should end up something like that. So your gear is perfectly sized and placed on. And then we're going to insert this into the vehicle. Okay, we're going to secure the motor in place, and to do that we've got these very small brackets here. We've got 3 of those there. They just clip on. You just simply pop it onto the end. It's nice and tight and squeezed down. And what that will do is that will help stop the bar from moving. We'll then take our wheels. There's rubber to go around the rear wheels. That will give you some better grip. And pop that on the rear. Got the rear wheels constructed and happily moving. Just take your final bar and you'll pass it through just like so. And you've got 2 little nuts, and these are just push fit, don't apply any glue to them. Just pop them on either side like so. And you'll want to ensure an even spacing between the 2 bars, and you can adjust that. So just take your 2 nails and just squeeze down on the bar. Go. Now just check that that will spin freely. You want it to be spinning freely and loosely so the car can happily power through. We're almost there. Pop on our final 2 wheels. So my front wheels spin freely, my rear wheels spin freely. So I'll just show you, if I shine light on the car, the wheels will happily spin into motion. So there you have it. This is the Solar Racer. It's a great little kit for those that want to learn about the environment and sustainability. And cars are synonymous with travel and synonymous with fuel, and obviously with the invention of the EV cars and electric cars with batteries, that's all changing. And I think this car looks even further ahead and says, can you power a car with solar power? And our answer today is yes, we can. Thank you for watching.